I wanna know what you, yeah, I wanna know what you want. My niggas gon' blow at you, yeah, my niggas gon' blow at you down.
Hey, what's up and how's it going, B+ gang? I just wanted to say Happy New Year's. I know you're probably like, dude, it's been a couple of weeks since New Year's even happened, but the hangover was that bad. I just woke up yesterday, okay? And I've been having a lot of fun catching up with what's been going on in the world. So let's talk about it. So in the last couple of months leading up to the end of the year, Drake has petitioned to launch a lawsuit at his label UMG. And in my opinion, that kind of solidifies his defeat in the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake saga. I mean, to be fair, nobody's legitimately arguing that Drake won the beef, but the Drake defenders have been working overtime to kind of soften the blow that was Not Like Us. Namely, two of the strongest defenders on Drake's side. These are two truly loyal, righteous gentlemen, being Mal from the Rory and Mal podcast and DJ Akademiks. Two guys that hate the out of each other. This lawsuit that Drake is trying to petition is basically on the grounds of him saying that his label conspired to inflate the views of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us song to basically devalue him in their renegotiation time. So from his perspective, or at least from the perspective of this lawsuit, he's saying that his own label is trying to gain leverage on him by boosting up his competitor. And he's inadvertently saying with this lawsuit that Not Like Us wasn't as popular of a song and it was artificially boosted, which could be true. It's music in 2025, 2024, I don't fucking know. But just assume that most of these major recording label artists are using bots for streams. That's just what's going on, even Drake. So this screenshot of a DM conversation leak with Drake having a conversation with Blake Griffin, not the basketball player, some guy from Javante Davis's entourage or team. Apparently this Blake Griffin guy actually has some allegations he's made on his own against certain people in the industry. And from an appearance he made on DJ Akademiks' stream not so long ago, he said he's currently at odds with his former team being, you know, the Javante Davis clique and by proxy, Drake. And the reason why he leaked these DMs is because obviously Javante Davis and the OVO guys are I guess close or something, and Drake kind of chose a side in not helping Blake Griffin with his very own allegations. Complicated, but I hope you're keeping up here, because the only reason a lot of this even matters and what we're talking about today is because after Blake Griffin would leak his DM messages with Drake, some of which obviously detail Drake's insights and thoughts about why he's trying to petition for that lawsuit. Afterwards, Drake divulged some not so accurate information to Akademiks, telling him that the screenshots were fake. They're AI. It's all gobbledygook, all right? So because of this, Akademiks then goes onto Twitter and confidently states to the whole entire world that the DMs are fake and he knows because Drake told him so, which instantly backfired for both of them because they were immediately and instantly proved to be very much real, with the Blake Griffin guy doing a screen recording showing that he's using an actual Instagram app and those messages still exist today. Like if Drake wanted to, he could have deleted them, but he didn't, kind of leaving Ak out to dry by telling him, yeah, those are just fake, bro. Don't worry about that shit, bro. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
So although Akademiks has been clearly Team Drake since the inception of this beef, this whole incident kind of just pulls his credibility a little bit further into the mud, because he's clearly willing to platform information literally based off of the fact that Drake told him so. I don't really even truly understand what Drake gains from lying in this scenario, because it's so provably false. It kind of just makes it look like he doesn't fuck with Akademiks and he was, you know, trying to do this to him. And I'm not gonna lie, gang, this has some crazy implications for any self-described journalist out there, because from looking back at Ak's track record and his history, it's just very clear that this isn't the first time Drake or some other public figure have divulged information to Ak for him to specifically present on his platform that might not be truthful. And this is probably just one of the first times where he's actually came out and said the quiet part out loud. I mean, we kind of already know that was true at this point, but in his defense, it's probably not always some type of like, yo, hey, spin this narrative in my favor kind of thing. Like, for example, when Playboi Carti revealed to him first that Whole Lotta Red was about to release. But it does make you think, I'm not gonna lie, like, what other information has Ak posted in the past that he's just like directly gotten from a specific artist or an industry figure that wanted it to come out in a certain way. So in the public eye, it did not get any better for Drake because recently he quote unquote leaked, which is, you know, I don't know why he does that. You released it, buddy. It came from OVO, whatever the but he released a visual for a song called Fighting Irish Freestyle, which, if you don't know, okay, is the mascot of the high school that LeBron James famously played for. So if you didn't guess it by now, the whole song is basically a LeBron diss, or at least from what we've heard so far, it's a LeBron diss. So yes, unfortunately, I know it's gonna make a lot of you guys sad. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Drake and LeBron, two of the most influential men of our generation, but are totally out of touch. These two guys have broken up. It's sad, I know. Let your tears out now. I actually cried before I started recording this video, so.
You know what? Here go 2 more for y'all.
And if I had to, you know, point to any reason for this happening, I think it would have to be because LeBron James went to the highly anticipated Kendrick Lamar pop-out show where he famously performed Not Like Us back-to-back 6 times in a row. So, you know, if I'm Drake, I can kind of understand it from his perspective, okay? You're supposed to be my homeboy, but yet here you are busting a Fortnite emote to a song that says I like minors, bro. We can't just go back to playing Halo 3 ODST on the Xbox 360 after that, bro. Like, I'm sorry. So Drake, of course, being the kind of guy he is, you know, he wouldn't forget all of LeBron James's transgressions, and I'm pretty sure he was high up there on the list of people that Drake was gonna have some type of revenge on. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's kind of what it feels like, okay? Drake to me seems like the kind of guy to keep a book of the names of people that have wronged him in the past underneath his pillow. But anyways, all of this has culminated in the Drizzy Defenders turning their back on LBJ, and sort of unprompted, like I honestly couldn't find anything that was a substantial reason for this, but Ak decides to crash out and get extremely messy and call out LeBron James for allegedly cheating on his wife in Canada with Drake. Canada was bad enough. These activities sound a little Drake-ish to me.
Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on 2-mans, okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host, and basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy, but when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you know you come to certain places. I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black people.
So while I mean this could certainly be true, I can't get the image of LeBron James and Drake on a 2-man out of my head. It's insanely hilarious, and I won't lie, I can see it. All of this coming from Ak at a time where he has this perception of being, you know, the #1 Drake glizzy gobbler to a lot of fans in the broader hip-hop audience. It seems like he's kind of just spiraling out to them. He had that one mention in that Kendrick diss, and it kind of put a lot of his movements and actions under a more tightly monitored microscope. He's being more scrutinized in these last couple of months, I've noticed.
When Kendrick drops a song saying certified lover boy, certified pedo, you're the first one to say, whoa. Me and Drake done did some 2-mans. He ain't never bring no underage girl. What the fuck is you talking about? Or how about you shut the fuck up and don't dance, don't crip walk, don't do nothing, and how about you go win some championships? I'm sorry. I'm snitching on you. That's why you in trouble, LeBron.
Yo, bro. All right, let's say this is all true, okay? Hypothetically, if I'm LeBron James right now, I'm a valued premium member of the secret Hollywood cabal. The first thing I'm doing is picking up a phone and I'm blackballing DJ Akademiks, bro. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not sorry, bro. He blew up my entire spot. This all just reflects very poorly on Drake as well, in my opinion, because, you know, let's say even if DJ Akademiks is truthful here, and he did get this information from the Toronto Tings, as he says, the proximity of this event happening in relation to when DJ Akademiks literally just a few weeks ago said that Drake was supplying him with information, it just doesn't bode well on the public consciousness. It's like if you're in a group of 3 people, including yourself, and one of those other people doesn't doesn't like you, and you go to the bathroom and you come back and you see the person that doesn't like you whispering shit into the neutral person's ear, and then that neutral person just starts talking crazy shit about you, you can only put 2 and 2 together, man. You know, it's simple math at this point. And that's the thing. I don't think that this can be totally ruled out that this is like some type of tactic from Drake to ruin or sully LeBron's public image through DJ Akademiks. Drake has already proven that he will give biased or inaccurate information to Akademiks, and Akademiks has proven that he will just take whatever information Drake gives him, whether it be in confidentiality or not, and publicize it, whether he's saying Drake did or not. Something about these two dudes, whenever they do shit together, it just never does well for their public perception at all. And what would be an insane 4D chess move from LeBron James would be if he could somehow prove that he has never cheated on his wife. Like, hear me out, okay? If he makes one of those YouTube apology videos like that Derek Jackson guy did a couple years ago, where his wife is in the room with him and he looks into the camera's eyes and he goes, "Listen guys, LeBron James and I have erectile dysfunction." I don't know, man. A lot of this is pretty sad to see from some public figures that I do look up to in some regards, you know? I don't believe that Drake is steering or handling the aftermath of this beef well whatsoever. Like, obviously I knew something was going on when he took some time off from dropping music, but I kind of hoped that he would have been coming back with like some fresh sounds or like a new perspective, but instead it's like it's made him more jaded and he's just been stewing in his loss, maybe even plotting his revenge this entire time, which is again understandable. I never had a hit record dissing me being played on the airwaves 24/7. I don't know what that feels like, but just even going back to before this beef started, Drake's list of enemies was already pretty lengthy, my guy. The Future and Metro Boomin albums already proved that much. And if what 50 Cent is showing us, then that list is gonna quadruple, okay, in the next coming years. We're just gonna start seeing every 16-year-old girl that danced to Not Like Us at the social function on his list. I don't know, man. But whatever the case, let me know what you guys think down below in those comments. As you guys know, I do read each and every comment that is left on the video. And if you've made it this far into the video, consider leaving a like or even subscribing for more B+ content on the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
And that was it for me.
Drake texts you and like, am I letting you down?
Yeah, what'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
You said that I could never let you down.